is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today we're checking out Pink. Try. Now, you guys, a gang of people asked for me to check out Pink on the channel all the time. All the time. We did one reaction to her, and people were like, yo, check out more. So here we are. I rock with Pink, man. I really do. She has an amazing voice. She's been around since she's been around for a while. I think she's been around since I was in my 20s. I could have swore she came out when I don't know when her first big single. Actually, let's find out real quick. Let's find out. When did the singing artist Pink come onto the scene? Let's see what it says. Get some info on Pink. Ooh, it tells me her full name. Yeah, the 1990s and early 2000s. 95, 98, she was in an R&B girl group. Oh, she was in a group called Choice. She launched her solo career in 2000, that's when I was 20. The debut album, Can't Take Me Home. So, yeah, I knew I wasn't tripping. But I think most of this stuff is newer. Like, I think this is new. Like, more, I don't know. Hold on. Let's find out. Why do I do this, man? Anyway, it's because it's a reaction. Anyway. When did Pink release Try? You don't want to ask ChatGPT too much because you don't want it to think for you. It's super weird how it tries to think for you. September 2012. Okay. So I thought this was, I thought it was like 2015 or whatever. So this is 2012 when this came out. Anyways, I'm about to check it out for the first time. Haven't seen the video, haven't heard the song. If you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and hey, welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, 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 welcome back. 40.
All right, I got the logo down and pulling the video. Well, the video's up. Don't forget, support the original content on the channel. If you want to check out my family vlog channel where we go on side quests and adventures, boom, baye. If you want to check out my Pegasus vs. the World channel where I do commentary, you can do that too. But all the music and the music reactions happen right here on this channel. If you want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description to our membership. Gives you early access. Big catalog of reactions I haven't released to the public yet, and I update it every single day. But let's get it started. This is on Pink's official YouTube channel, so please go over there and watch this without me, just meaning reactions are never a substitute for the original. Always want people to rock with the original and show love. And let's dive in. Let's see what we got. I mean, I already know she has an amazing voice. I like her vibe. I would like to, just credit to her because, anyways, I like how she's always, taking care of herself and staying physically fit. Like, that's really cool, man. I highlight stuff like that because in America, you see a lot of different things, but I like that. That's dope. Anyways, Pink, Try, let's go. She looks like a fairy, like she's dressed like a fairy or something in that first scene on some Tinkerbell.
Sometimes I think that it's better to never ask why. Where there is desire, there is gonna be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try. Gotta get up and try. Gotta get up and try.
Bro, her voice is so powerful. It's insane. Her vocal performances, she just belts it out. Anyways, dope beat. I'm not sure where she's at in the writing process, right? I don't know if she writes all her songs, some of them if she has writers, but I like the way this is written. I'm just saying that to say this. So kudos to because there's people who write it, whether it's her, you know. So I'm giving a shout out to that, but I'm also giving a shout out to her because the vocal performance is incredible. This concept of not wanting to acknowledge when someone's in the wrong because you love them so much is a really interesting human characteristic we all have. And sometimes it's to our benefit and sometimes it's to our detriment, right? You know, there's been times where not acknowledging someone's faults or even, you know, shortcomings or them actually, you know, doing something that's not in your best interest has, for me personally, I'm speaking of life experience, has led to a place where it worked out in the end because they ended up growing and we got through whatever, right? But there's also been times where the person continues to do certain things and the side effect is you being affected by that and then having to make these, you know, these decisions. What she's saying here, though, is when you have this type of, what I believe she's saying, this explosive love, you know, it's on the concept of try, you know, keep trying. Whether, I don't know, my interpretation would be even if you broke up with someone you fell in love with, try again with someone else, you know, try to build, have passion, have love in your life. But I also, honestly, people make mistakes, yo. Like, we're human. I've made crazy mistakes. I don't even really, we've all made mistakes, right? And I can just look in the mirror and take accountability for some of the stupid stuff I've done. Let's just say in relationships with women in my past, even mistakes with my wife. So knowing that, you know, the fact that, let's just even say in my relationship with my wife, you know, making a mistake, but we still worked through it, you know, that's been the biggest blessing of all. And now we have a family, you know, now I'm raising daughters, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot here, even though it's like this pop sounding like, da, 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 da. It's freaking, there's message here. There's a message, and I like music like that. So anyways, Pink, rock on, let's go, try.
Funny how the heart can be deceiving more than just a couple times. Why do we fall in love so easy, even when it's not right? Where there is desire, there is gonna be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try. Gotta get up and try. You gotta get up and try.
Yo, I'm gonna say the choreography in this video is actually pretty dope. I ain't gonna lie, when homie put his foot close to the mamma jamma, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know, some people probably saw one thing. I do jujitsu, and I've been doing jujitsu for a very long time. I saw a leg lock entry. Yo, so like when he put his foot there, I was like, oh, she's about to invert leg lock entry. Yo, son, that's crazy. Anyways, when she choke slam homie, I started laughing because it's only Pink gets away with this because she got that Xena warrior princess energy straight up. Like, you know, some girls are super in their feminine, you know, some are a little in their masculine. I think Pink does this balance because she's in her Xena warrior princess vibe, but she's very attractive and she, you know, she's exuding feminine energy in here, but she's like, yo, I ain't gonna take your shit, homie. Like, I'm not rocking with this. She's showing the vulnerability. Like, why do we fall in love so easy? Why did it have to go down this way? You know, but also like, hey, this happened. I'm not putting up with this. Boom, bye. I get it.
Ever worry that it might be ruined? And does it make you wanna cry? When you're out there doing what you're doing, are you just getting by? Tell me, are you just getting by, by? Where there is desire, there is gonna be a flame. Where there is a flame, someone's bound to get burned. But just because it burns doesn't mean you're gonna die. You gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try. You gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try. You gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try. You gotta get up and try, try, try. Gotta get up and try, try, try.
Yo, the visual art on, I mean, the singing is impeccable. You kind of know what you're gonna get with Pink, but the visual art really speaks. It really tells a story as well. I wouldn't say its own story, but the story aligns with what she's conveying in the messaging. Man, I was thinking about what I appreciate about Pink, even though, you know, I'm just being honest. I've never owned an album. I've only heard, like, I heard whatever she dropped in the 2000s when I was in 2020, but because it was on MTV or something. That's how I know of her, right? But I always appreciated her authenticity. I don't ever, you know how artists are just, you know, there's a lot of cookie cutter, you know, things being manufactured in the music industry. I never got that from her. Even in this video, you know, she just has her own vibe. She's like, look, I do my own thing. Like, you know, I don't know. I sense it and I feel it. She's just being her, you know, and even with artists, I noticed a lot of times artists will do things for an audience and rarely do, like, sometimes lose sight of what they really feel. And I never got that from anything I've seen from her. I think she's just herself, and she does and says what she actually feels, and I appreciate that. I also appreciate just, you know, the look, because when I consider her a diva, right, her singing, and maybe, I don't know, I'm not saying her actions are like a diva, but, you know, I'm just going to keep it real for 1 second. A lot of women in the industry get certain, you know, work done and stuff like that. And I just, in this video, and I don't know, maybe she had work done. I'm just saying I appreciate the naturalness to her, right? And also, like, she looks like she goes to like a CrossFit type of gym. And when I highlighted that at the beginning, all I was saying is I appreciate that because I know the gym struggle. I live the gym life. I understand how much sacrifice and pain it goes into trying to be healthy, work out, etc. And she just seems to exude that. So that's why I highlighted it. Anyways, this is an older video. I don't know where she's at now. Maybe we'll check out some more on the channel. But shout out to Pink. This song is epic. And now I see why that song has so many damn views on the YouTubes. Holla at your boy. Let me know what I got, what I missed. I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.